but you can't be a boy and get into the twerkathon. It doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that.
Okay, time to move with action. I've been moving like subtraction, slipping back further like when wig is barely fastened. I've been letting folks tamper with my talents, gifted passions, trying to find some balance in the middle where the dash is. Take a hold of the wheel, don't want you still like where the dash is. Something in my eye, is it lashes or distractions? Some of y'all need lashes on your ass, y'all would annoy me. Validation hungry, please apply it and adore me. Another chapter closed in the story. Either way it goes, I'll be victorious. I'm sorry. If you tore my mind, you would get lost in this glory. From now I'm moving forward, buckle with me or support me.
The first time I held my newborn child, my got hard. That's what men are running around saying. Please, for the love of God, I am begging y'all as a victim myself. I could break down crying. Please protect your daughters. Please, please listen to them. Protect your sons too. Please. Please, please hear me when I say this. Just because your father treats you good does not mean he treats other women good. Just because your brother treats you good does not mean he treats other women good. Just because a man has treated you well does not mean he isn't still a man. There is a discourse going around right now. I don't even want to tell you. I don't even want to say I'm fucking shake what it's about. And the men find this shit funny. Women, I am telling you all around the world, women, hear me, please protect yourself, especially those who are in the lion's fucking den. Please remember, at the end of the day, it is you or them. It is woman versus man. And until the majority of men see us as equals, we will never be safe. Ever. Please be safe out here, girls. Like, please.
I'm this thing, right? It's called grown. And so I do this other thing, and it's called what I want.
Beyonce's baby brother may be homeless. That's messy. Oh. Selena Gomez fired her parents. That's messy. Oh. And Nene walked off the set on Dancing with the Stars. That's messy too. Let's get this mess started. It's time for Hot Topics. Do you know you have 30 minutes? Are you kidding me? 30, yes.
Said if you could do it all again, I'd be someone that you never met. Don't hate me. I know this heart of mine, it drives you crazy. You wanna promise, but I'm just a maybe. Your worst is twice the best that I can do. But baby, don't hate me for loving you. Nothing else that I can say. Tell me there's another way. Wish that I could be a saver. Maybe we could try this later. Old enough to know you're good for me. And I'm young enough to not get attached.
Y'all in these Spider-Man edits? Woo! 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 Yeah.
I'm literally sitting here listening to the Steven Universe soundtrack and I started crying. Like, I cannot, I can't. Shit is so fucking beautiful, man.
Love at birth and peace and war on the planet Earth. Whoa, come on and sing it with me. Sing. The words relate to the key. If it's a pattern, if it's a pattern.
Dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in the mix. Putting on the Ritz.
Congratulations, Queen Naja. You now have been relinquished as the person to blame for the internet's problems. You will now be taking that spot and giving it to Sky AI Jackson. With her Hispanic, white, and black AI baby daddies, using all that water for no reason. So, thank you for your service. Hello, Sky.
Hey, y'all, just going here to say, girl, drop it to the flow. I love the way that booty go. All I want to do is sit back and watch it move and proceed to throw this cash. Hallelujah.
You do not want to get in trouble out here. This is Trump, everything, and the sheriff lives next door.
Baby, you got to go to hell, okay? Like, the faster you do it, the better off every.
I would never let a trans person call me sis. If I were to plug your brain into a speaker, all it would sound like is rock salt and nails being fired like buckshot out your medulla oblongata. You dumb bitch.
Andrew Garfield wanted Peter Parker's boyfriend, MJ, to be played by Michael B. Jordan. When he said this, it shook the world. There was a global earthquake. He screamed interracial bisexuality from the rooftops. That's why he's the best Spider-Man. I was a fan of Andrew Garfield's before, but after he said this, it became a lifelong obsession. Do you know how brave you have to be to fan cast your own movie and to shoot so high? He's a real hero. He said, my Spider-Man pulls and not just webs. This was in 2013, before white people took and misused woke. He was a pioneer. He was woke before it became mainstream. That's why his White Boy of the Year card never expires. This shit makes sense though, because the main thing about MJ is that they have to be a baddie, and Michael B. Jordan is bad to the bone. Andrew was obsessed with Michael B. Jordan because he loved his work in The Wire, so he knows talent. All Andrew was trying to do was show him another Wire. He wondered, what if MJ is a dude, and why can't he explore his sexuality? His spider senses must also give him the capability of peering into my mind, because I was thinking the same thing. And don't get me started on Spidey Torch. That's a conversation for another day. Andrew Garfield said he's 100% open to returning as Spider-Man if the right opportunity arises, and maybe this is the right opportunity. If this had actually happened, it would have changed the course of history, in my life specifically. I wouldn't be the same person. The ship was top tier. People weren't ready for it, but I was. He was ahead of his time.
You can't be a stud if you're not black. That Korean lady, that's just a masked lesbian. I don't know what people be talking about.
No, because I'm sorry. I didn't know that I was signed up for a session of having Savage Fenty lip gloss on my fucking lips. My hair is braided into 2 pigtails. I have a Victoria's Secret Temu lace set on with the open. And I got somebody tying my hands down, chest down, ass up, booty all there. Someone going crazy in my back shots with Keith Sweat playing. Why the fuck is the gas station me? I had to pay $50 to fill up this piece of shit. Fuck you, Donald Trump. Somebody go kill him before I do.
You need to start cussing people out or you're gonna die. Yeah, repressed anger can give you an autoimmune disease, which can kill you. All that rage that you're holding in is actively weakening your immune system and messing with your hormones. Cuss people out, unless you want to die.
My name's Cole, I'm 20 years old, looking for love. Yeah, my type of woman? Sabrina Carpenter, actually. Just blue eyes, blonde hair, white skin, you know? Go to PWI, and it's like, all the ladies love me over there. But today I'm looking for love, dude. I'm honestly looking for love. There's black women here on the show. Dude, I didn't sign up for this. I thought it was just gonna be straight snow bunnies, dude. Bro, what the fuck? Are you serious? Ew, dude. Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck are they doing here?
A Yuri version of Heated Rivalry? That sounds disgusting. That's gross. Where would that even be streaming on?
So I know to stay, to undownload it. And where would those casting calls be? So I know not to be in the vicinity anywhere near on the days where they're casting for that. Toodles.
In our traditions, women are dominant. And if you look on my family's statue, you will see a woman dead center dancing while the man is kind of stepped to the side looking at her. This dance that you see us doing in Haiti, in Africa, where the ladies take their chest and they're starting to do this towards the men. Every man was born from a woman. So women like to show their dominance by doing that dance right there. And that's what she's doing in the statue. Now, when you look down at the bottom of the statue, you will notice that the chains are not shackled to the slaves' feet. That's because they had Sunday off and they're dancing on top of those chains. You look in the background of that statue, you'll see a Native American woman looking to the left. Just that spicy Native American revenge. You gotta understand, this land belonged to the Homa Native Americans first. So when the Africans were out there dancing, here come a Native American person right beside that African slave, and you'll see them dancing together. Native American take off a headdress, throw it on that African slave, keep on dancing. Find another African slave, take off a shirt, throw it on that one, keep on dancing. Now you got all these Africans dressed as Native Americans. According to the law, the slaves got to be back at the slave cabins before the sun set. So as the sun was setting, the natives would be like, well, I see no Africans here. Come on, y'all, let's go. We're going home. We got to get out of here. And all these Africans dressed as natives, they walked away from slavery. I got to tell y'all, when I was reading that in the courthouse, I know the people was mad at me because I was in there going, ooh, wee, ooh, this tea is hot.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to the vlog, and this one is a hair one. Y'all should already know what I'm getting. My boho braids right back in my head. And I've gotten the question, is this all my hair? Yes, it is. I do not get added hair added to my boho braids. But when getting this style all the time, I've been trying to figure out the perfect ratio between how big I want them and then how many curls I want out. You know the drill. So this time, instead of her pulling 3 curls out, she pulled out 2, and then instead of making them medium, we went small. I felt like I was sitting there forever, but my girl moves quick, okay? But here's how they turned out. I do love them, but I'm not looking forward to take down because do y'all see how small they are? Oh my God.
No shade, bitch, it's so fucking hot. Everybody gonna have to get they them up this summer. You know what I'm saying? This not the heat you get politically strange about a 6'2" man having a tube top on, bitch. His back was hot. I mean, their back was hot.
Trans news that doesn't suck. Across 220 trans Girl Scouts, over 300,000 boxes of cookies have been sold. This is thanks to journalist Erin in the Morning, who since 2020 has ran a Trans Girl Scouts list, where trans Girl Scouts every year can opt in to being represented in her newsletter. One scout is now able to fund her whole troop's trip to Alaska, and another troop can now attend a scouting camp. Thanks, Erin in the Morning, for this effort, and if you want more trans news that doesn't suck, follow me at Earth2KB, or follow my newsletter, transnews.substack.com. Peace.
And once I get in this bed and start rubbing my feet together and this phone go on Do Not Disturb and I put my fan on 3, the night is over with. I'm going to bed. Good night.
I know the world is good, and I know the world is worth fighting for because my friends are in it. My friends who didn't have to love me, who chose to love me, who chose to be in community with me are in it, and they are good and they are wonderful. So the world has to be good, and it is worth fighting for, and the world is worth fighting for because my family is in it. My kind, thoughtful, affectionate family who would do anything for me is in it, and my loved ones are in it, and people I would do anything for who would do anything for me are all in it. And I can't know all of the good people. They can't just all be around me, so they have to be everywhere. And if everybody has somebody like that, then there are billions and billions of good people. And if there are billions of good people, then that automatically outweighs all of the bad people. And that means that the world is overall good. And that means that the world is overall worth fighting for. And if you can't hold on to anything else, hold on to that.
I'm gonna leave 100 times a day. It's easier said than done when you just can't break.
God damn, these cats are cooking. God!
Oh, they're swinging. Fuck.
The horse could be cremated and I'ma still kick it. Dust, ashes, flown. And I'ma catch him and kick him off the roof again.
Here's my auntie, she is a trainer. She got the cancer, but this story gets stranger. Her eyes were yellow, her liver shot, and now she's fighting with all she's got. Chemo is financially draining, and did I mention she'll have to stop training? It would help if you would share, like, and repost to pay for her care.
Oh, what'd you say? What'd you say?
Hey! When y'all get here? 4 days ago. Come over. Come over.
You push me back, I'll push you back. You scream at me, I'll scream at you. Louder, 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 louder.
I got hot revolver. I'm switching ridges. I know problems how gonna switch my bitches.
Don't rush me, Katie. I'm just not ready.
Oh, relax.
Okay, so I have a question for all my non-binary people. Are you more of a both MB or a neither MB? So let me explain by giving an example. So this one post said this person had a problem in their relationships because sometimes they want to be baby girl and sometimes they want to be big papa. And that's something that really resonated with them. And I realized in my relationship, I don't want to be either. I just want to just be, honestly. And we kind of flow however we really end up wanting to do a relationship. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like reflective of what other things have already been done in society. It's just whatever we want to do. But then there's some people who are like, I want to do like, this role in society, and I want to do this as well. Or maybe they're just using that terminology because it's like the closest accurate representation of how they feel in their mind, or maybe they literally feel it. I don't know. And it just had me wondering, for non-binary people, how many of us are like both, like, yeah, I'm like big papa and I'm baby girl, or whatever variations of like the two versions of man and woman that you like, they feel like you both embody. Or you just feel like something different. You're like, I don't really relate to embodying both of them. I don't really like either of them. I just feel like I'm neither. So I'm curious, are you in either MB or both MB? Let me know.
B-R-E-A-K, B-R-E-A-K, B-R-E-A-K. I might not get one today.
The United States losing a war to Iran would be paying for the sins it committed in 1953. Today, the president of Iran issued a letter to the people of the United States, and in that letter, he stated that everything you see transpiring today started in 1953. In 1950, the largest oil refinery on the planet was in Iran, producing about 31 million tons of oil that year. But the majority of those oil profits were being controlled by the British through a company that would eventually become BP. In 1951, Iran would elect its first democratically elected leader, Dr. Mohammad Mossadegh. And what did he do? He nationalized Iran's oil industry. The British say absolutely not. They go to Harry Truman and say, yo, we gotta coup Iran. We gotta get him out of here. Harry Truman says no, but the very next year, the United States elects Dwight Eisenhower, and he says, let's do a coup. In the summer of 1953, the United States and the CIA spearhead Operation Ajax, led by Kermit Roosevelt, infiltrated the streets of Tehran, paying mobs, paying protesters, putting propaganda in Iranian newspapers. Mossadegh was eventually pressured to step down. He would be tried and convicted of treason, sentenced to 3 years in prison, and would spend the rest of his life on house arrest. The oil in Iran would go back to being controlled by Western interests, and the United States would install a puppet leader that would rule for the next 20 years. And it wouldn't be until 2013 when the United States finally admitted what they did to Iran in 1953.
Don't come near me with that perfect, gorgeous face.
I think trigger warnings are really important. And I think this is an example of where to use one because I walk down the street and I hear that statement all the time. Don't come near me with that perfect, gorgeous face. And over time, it takes a toll on me. It makes me feel excluded from the rest of society. And I don't like that. And I think seeing this TikTok gave me like PTSD. And I'm on here to have fun. I'm on here to joke. So I think next time when you maybe be a little more conscious of where you're just like blurting things out. I don't know. Just a thought.